I am really excited to do something innovative with you. We have got a new program on tools and techniques for facilitating groups and activities. It's going to be an online program that you can do with your fellow students and be able to actually create and design a session that you would like to prototype, a session that you would like to facilitate for a group. So you've probably been in a scenario where you've had a lecture or a class that was pretty boring. You heard crickets chirp, nobody responded to any questions, or maybe no questions were asked. The professor just kept talking and talking and talking and talking and talking and talking and talking. When is it going to stop, right? Well, the goal is to turn the tables. Instead of you doing the talking as a presenter or facilitator or teacher or group leader, how do you engage the group members in doing that? And how do you engage the group members so that there isn't like a dominant voice in the group, that every person is sharing something, every person is thinking, every person is doing activities, listening, discussing, engaging, creating, developing? Right? That is the goal. That is what an engaging session looks like. And in your life, you probably have a number of scenarios that will happen in the future and are already happening now where you might need to facilitate something. It could be a presentation in front of a class. It could be a team meeting as a part of a project. Or maybe in your leadership program, you have a group that you're a part of or maybe facilitating or have to lead a little session on. So how do you make it more engaging, more interactive, and help the learning to happen because of that? So that is what this program is about. And it's going to be really cool because you can do this with your peers. You can grab a handful of fellow students, maybe 3 to 4 other students, watch the video workshop modules that I'll give you together. And then while you're doing those modules, think about a topic that you might like to facilitate. Create a prototype session on, right? Maybe a topic you're interested in. Maybe it's a challenge on campus or in the life of a student or in your life, and you want to get ideas. You want to facilitate a discussion around it. Well, think of what some of those topics might be right now, and then during the workshops of the program that are online, you'll be able to see the tools and techniques that I use to be able to facilitate groups, the kinds of activities that I might design that will help you to easily facilitate that group. And then you'll design your own session based on some of those tools, those techniques and activities, and then you'll give it a whirl, a test run. You'll prototype it in front of a group of maybe 3 to 4 of your peers, right? So that's what you'll do after you learn the tools and techniques and design your session, is you'll actually run it. And who knows, maybe this 7 to 10 minute long session that you create ends up becoming a 30-minute long session that you can do as a part of a program, or for residents on your floor if you work in residence life, or for a team in a class, right? Or maybe someday in the future you're getting paid and hired to bring a program that you've prototyped here to another group or another organization, or you're an invited guest speaker or facilitator. So that could be a goal for you to do. So when you do this session and facilitate your practice or prototype session to about 3 to 4 other students, after you've done it and tried out a lot of the different tools and techniques that I've taught you in the workshop program, make sure you get the feedback from your fellow students so you can make that session better. And quite simply, it's like this. First, think of an S. Ask them, what were the strengths of this session, right? What went well? What activities worked? What tools worked well for you? What went well so that I can keep building on those strengths? Then also, we've got to turn the page. So what, right? S-O. The O stands for opportunities. What are the opportunities that I have to make this session better for when I do it the next time? Is there another activity I should do? A different kind of tool I should use? A different kind of question to ask? Or a different technique that I can use in my style as a facilitator? So essentially, that's the basics on this online program on tools and techniques for facilitating groups and activities. That's a process you do, and I'm really looking forward to seeing what you might be able to create, the kind of session you can design. And who knows, if I'm on campus, maybe we can meet and we can go deeper, or I can even see a little bit about the session that you're creating or even be a part of it. So I'm Darren Ike, and this is a really exciting, innovative partnership, so let's do it.